Are you somebody that's struggling to make ends meet ever since you got kids? Well, in this video, we're going to show you 12 frugal things that families don't do so you can avoid them as well. Be sure to watch until the end where we're going to reveal the most underrated thing you should avoid. Number 12, they don't shop at brand name clothes stores. Let's face it, with more bodies in the house, there's definitely going to be more clothes to buy, and those costs can seriously add up if not kept in check. Not to mention that kids are notoriously great at destroying clothes quickly. A great way to minimize costs is either to buy used clothes from thrift stores or make sure that items that you buy are at a discounted price. This way, you can keep everyone in the family clothes and make sure you have money to spare in your wallet. Number 11, they don't have cable or too many streaming services. Kids always want to stay up to date with the latest trends, shows, and movies, and that means that you may have more than one streaming device and cable. However, a single streaming service with a family plan can cost upwards of $15 a month. And if you add several of those together, you're looking at potentially hundreds of dollars a month. Alternatively, you can make use of YouTube for children to watch shows or find free shows and streaming services online. This way, you can help your kids entertain and save some extra dough. Number 10, they don't have individual cell phone plans. A single cell phone plan can be an extremely expensive item to maintain. In this technological age, most families will have to pay extensive costs for their own phones and their kids. Fortunately, many service providers will offer family plans to minimize costs, but keep all the perks that come with individual cell phone plans. And frugal families will take advantage of this to help save money. Number 9, they don't grocery shop without lists. It's always expensive enough to buy groceries for a single person or a couple, but the charge is massive with kids. So, frugal families will always shop with lists in order to avoid spending on many tempting deals which grocery stores offer. Number 8, they don't overspend on toys. There's always a family that makes sure their kids have whatever they're asked for, but it's an expensive path to take. Instead, frugal families will only spend on toys that they feel that their kids actually need. For example, if a toy breaks and they want to replace it, or if their kid shows enough interest in the new toy, then this way families can ensure that their money is not being overspent. Number 7, they only eat out when they can get a deal. While it's a normal frugal tip to avoid eating out as much as possible, it's a bit harder to follow when you got kids. A great way for families to keep the experience of eating at a restaurant and saving money is to take advantage of deals that they offer at restaurants. For example, only going to eat on a birthday because the restaurant may offer certain freebies or using coupons at certain sales. Number 6, they don't spend without a family budget. Budgeting is a key frugal tip regardless of your current situation. However, it's especially useful whenever you have a family, considering that the expenses can really begin to add up. By maintaining a family budget, you can see where most of your items are going to. Frugal families are certain to manage their finances because they always know the ins and outs of their financial situation. Number 5, they don't avoid teaching finances to their kids. Frugal families will make sure to teach their kids about finances through means like allowance instead of just giving their kids whatever they want. This allowed kids to be immersed in a frugal lifestyle from a young age by being able to learn to work and save money for things they want, but also save you money by not having to buy them whatever they want, whenever they want. Number 4, they don't hoard toys and clothes. Hoarding items can become a serious expense whenever kids are involved. It can be extremely quick to see how fast toys and clothes are either outgrown or just completely destroyed. Not only does this take up a lot of space in the house, but it may cause unnecessary costs for storage in the house to have those unused items. Instead, frugal families will make sure to either repurpose or sell old toys and clothes as soon as they're not useful anymore. This way, they can end up keeping the house organized as well as make some money on the side if they do end up selling those items through online marketplaces and or at garage sales. Number 3, they don't use warm water for washing clothes. You can expect the laundry machine to be at least twice as much when you have a family. A way to avoid the insane cost of heating water is to be able to use cold water to clean clothes. This way, your family can continuously have clean clothes, but you don't have to worry about the expenses to do so. Number 2, they don't use the dryer. If heating water is bad, then the dryer is way worse. This can take up an exceptional amount of electricity, especially with the ridiculous amount of clothes that have to be cleaned with families. Rather, drying clothes by using the warm sun and wind is a perfect way to save on electricity bills because it's entirely free. Lastly, number 1, they don't spend on family nights. There's nothing quite as nice as having family nights with the kids, but these can sometimes blow your wallet. For example, it can be extremely costly to go to an amusement park or the cinema every weekend. As a replacement, frugal families use their resourcefulness to come up with family nights, which can be just as fun, but for free. For instance, many families may play a board game at home or go to a hike in a park nearby.